Under the orders of Inquisitor Toth, the citizens of Tartarus have begun a mass exodus of the planet. Such an action can lead to disaster in the best of situations. But the reports reaching my ears are ones of planet-wide hysteria as the population makes its pilgrimage to the two main spaceports. Convoys of transports and civilians on foot are being plagued by attacks from Orc forces. Stretched thin, the Imperial Guard is barely keeping order in the major population centers, sacrificing their lives long enough to hold back the green tide of the Orcs. They are truly warriors of the Emperor. I wish for nothing more than to be able to join them in this noble cause. But I cannot deny my duty any more than they can deny theirs. We have found proof that the forces of chaos are operating on the planet of Tartarus. Isidore has found evidence on the blasphemous altar that indicates they may be headed towards Mount Korath, an old mountain located dangerously close to an area of heavy Orc activity. I have requested a regiment of Imperial Guard from Colonel Brom to help cover our approach. I regret asking when the Colonel's forces are already stretched to the breaking point, but there are greater things at stake now.
Bueno.
Exalted Farseer, the humans are moving, traversing the slope as you predicted. They are walking into our trap.
Yes, but you can never ambush a space marine. Remember that. They expect treachery at every turn. You can only validate their suspicions.
Your orders?
We have locked the humans into this path as they have locked us into ours. They know they enter a gauntlet, and they will likely drag us into it as well. Now we play our parts, and pray that we are the better actors.
Are you certain?
Yes, the path to Mount Korath. This is where the altar said we must go. Why? Do you question my findings?
I do not question your abilities, Brother Librarian, but I do question their tactical sense. That mountain pass is the perfect location for an ambush.
Listen to the distrust in his voice. He probably calls you mutant behind your back, but he fears your divinity, your power. You must put the child at ease.
I do not deny that this is likely a trap, which is all the more proof that our enemy lies in this direction.
Very true, old friend. Stay alert and follow my lead. I want no mistakes.
Agreed.
Scouts, are you in position?
Yes, my lord. We have discovered the location of the first Eldar forces.
We must find a way to overcome this Eldar strike force before we can scout out a good location to stage our field operations.
Bueno.
I stand ready.
Praise the Emperor.
Ever vigilant.
Command me.
Yes, my lord.
¿Qué pasa eso?
I am ready to serve. Again.
Faith and
Faith
duty.
is our shield. Moving out.
I am ready to serve. Again.
Under fire.
Command me. I am ready to serve.
Yes, my lord. Activating jump pad.
Command me.
Faith is our shield.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for myself.
Commencing
Yes,
infiltration.
my lord.
I am ready to serve. Again.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Orders
Alas,
received.
back to
Scouts ready. We will move ahead
What's your
and mark
order?
any enemy
It is
positions.
better to die for the Emperor.
This structure is a webway portal. The Eldar use them to quickly travel from one location to
Scouts
another.
are
We
waiting
must
orders.
destroy
I shall
any
not
webway
fail.
portals we find to limit the Eldar's mobility.
Under fire.
My aim shall not falter.
Scouts ready. Infiltrating enemy territory.
This is a good location to establish a field base. Gabriel to the Litany of Fury. Lock on my location and prepare to drop
At last,
HQ.
back to war.
Now.
Command me.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Here to serve.
Even in death, I still
Beware
serve.
the alien.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Command me.
We are united in his
I
service.
stand ready. Venerate the immortal Emperor. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
Faith is our
Defending
shield.
Today
objective.
the enemy shall know fear.
Ever vigilant. Orders received.
At last, back to war.
Scouts in position. Yes, my lord.
Command me.
For the honor of the chapter, we shall know no fear.
Scouts in position.
We stand ready.
Better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Under fire.
Again. At last, back to war.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721
It is better to
initiated.
die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Faith is eternal.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Defending objective.
I know no fear. Stand ready.
Even in death, I still serve. Command me. Faith is eternal. By his word.
Under fire. Ever vigilant.
Ay, viejo.
Here to serve. I exist to serve. Build routine
Now that we have
721
established our field base,
initiated.
we must
Yes,
continue through
Lord.
the mountain pass on foot. Expect
Build
heavy
routine
resistance.
721
Make sure you move
initiated.
cautiously and keep the field base protected at all times.
For the Emperor.
Bueno, objetivos, destruir y alcanzar. Bueno.
At last, back to war.
What is your will?
I am the instrument of his will. I will be there soon.
Eso.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated. Here to serve.
My lord, I have arrived at your request.
We need you to cover the eastern pass. The combat that is occurring here will likely attract the Orc forces nearby. We cannot afford
Yes,
their
most
interference.
beneficent one.
I understand. You
Build
can count
routine
on the Imperial Guard to
721
hold this pass.
initiated.
No orcs will get by us.
Keep me appraised of the situation. If possible, I
I
will
am
provide you
ready to
assistance
serve.
if the
Again.
Orcs attack.
Yes, my lord.
Faith is our shield. As under fire.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721
command.
initiated.
Faith is our shield.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
Heavy support available. Heavy support available. Armor reporting.
The Emperor protects.
Calma, como parece.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one. I exist to serve.
25. Uf.
I shall obey. Yes, Lord.
At last, back to war.
Yes, Lord.
Reporting, sir. Following orders. The Emperor protects. We're here. At your command. Reporting, sir.
How can I serve? Colonel Brom taking command.
Under fire.
I am ready to serve. Again. Even in death, I still serve.
Ever vigilant. Direct us to the enemy.
At your command, commencing infiltration.
Faith is our shield.
At your command.
Hold ground, sí.
Direct us to the enemy.
Here to serve. Build routine 7 to 1 yes, initiated. Build routine 7 to 1 initiated. Yes, Lord. Build routine 7 to 1 initiated.
Command me. At last, back to war.
We are the Emperor's
I am ready to serve. Again. Command me. Even in death, I still serve.
For the glory of the Emperor.
I am ready to serve.
Fire. Ever vigilant. Activating
At last, back to war. At last, back to war.
Follow my lead.
At last, back to war.
Direct us to the enemy.
I am the instrument of his will.
At your command.
I am ready to
While
serve.
the enemies of the Emperor still draw
At
breath.
last, back to war.
Moving out. Stay vigilant. Under fire. We stand ready.
¿Qué pasó contigo? Vení para acá.
Ever vigilant. Awaiting orders.
Ah, sí,
I know no fear. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I am the instrument of his will.
pelota, viejo.
At last, back to war.
Heresy grows mindless.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. At last, back to war. Even in death, I still
Under
serve.
fire. What's your order?
Pelota, mi cabrón.
Even in death, I still serve. I shall end you.
Ay, no.
We are
It
the
is better
Emperor's
to die
chosen.
for the Emperor than live for yourself. I shall end his eternity.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Yes, Lord.
Está la armería. Claro.
Here to serve.
Xeno sighted.
Yes, Lord. Here to serve. I exist to serve. Build routine 7 to 1 initiated.
I am ready to serve. Again. Even in death, I still serve.
Stay
I
vigilant.
am ready to serve.
Under
Beware
fire.
the alien.
Scouts in position. Scouts charge. Scouts charge. Commencing
I am the
infiltration.
instrument of his will. Command me.
Faith and
We
duty.
stand ready. Under fire. We stand ready.
It is better to die for the
While the
Emperor
enemies of
than
the
live for
Emperor
yourself.
still draw breath, there can be
I am ready to serve. Again. Even in death, I still serve.
For the Emperor. Activating
Command me.
awaiting orders.
Que me falta armas pesadas.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 7 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
At your command.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Yes, most beneficent
Squad
one.
broken.
Corre que viejo. Corre que.
Awaiting orders. Orders received, brother. Squad morale restored. We are the Emperor's chosen.
I am ready to serve. Again. Is eternal. To me,
Are the enemies of the Emperor still drawn
Knowledge is
blood?
power. Might as well. At your command.
We are the
It
Emperor's
is
chosen.
better to die for the Emperor
The
than
Emperor
live for yourself.
protects. Beware the alien. The heretic. We are united in his service. The Emperor protects.
Grows mindless.
The Emperor protects. Follow my lead, stands with me shall be.
Even in death I still serve.
Yes, Lord. As you wish, I shall obey.
Faith is our shield. Under fire.
Scouts in position. Getting into position.
Reporting, sir. Yes, my lord. At your command. Yes, sir. Yes, my lord. At your command.
Scouts here.
For
Getting
the
into
Emperor
position.
under fire.
Yes, my lord.
I am ready to serve. Again.
Yes, most beneficent one.
No pegó el... No se fue, ¿verdad? Se murió por el camino.
For the Emperor.
Yes, Lord.
Y si se murió por el camino. Claro, se estaba.
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord.
Under fire.
I shall obey.
Scouts ready. Getting into position.
Faith is our shield.
I am
Maintain attack
ready to
formation.
serve. Again.
Necesito la investigación de armas pesadas. Y después.
It is better to die for the Emperor
Knowledge
than
is
live for
power.
yourself.
Hide it well.
Here to serve. Build routine
I am
721
ready to serve.
initiated.
Squad morale restored.
What would you have me do?
Under fire. Never vigilant.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
What is my will? Here to serve.
Va a ser... Ah,
Build routine 721 initiated.
Esto. Ah. Ahí.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Ahí está.
Under fire deployed.
What would you have me do? For the honor of the
Is
chapter.
eternal.
Here to serve.
Scouts here.
Híjole.
Scouts ready.
We stand ready. Cleanse, purge,
Más.
kill.
Ya, mucho ya. Uno más. Sí, llega uno más.
Faith is eternal. I will be there soon.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Under fire.
Dale.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Yes, Lord.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Awaiting orders. Fear denies faith.
Esto... Y sí. Ah, no, apotecario primero.
Apothecary ready.
Here to
Apothecary
serve.
ready.
Building 721
Even in death I
initiated.
still serve.
We stand ready.
Command me. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Marine squad deployed.
Thank the Emperor
How
you
can I
got here.
serve?
I think Command forgot about us.
How long
The
have you been here?
battlefield awaits.
About a week.
You held
Under
this
fire.
position for a
Direct
week.
me to the injured.
By yourselves?
Yes, my lord.
Under
You've
fire.
seen some pretty freaky stuff too. Come on,
What would you
I'll show you.
We shall know no fear.
I am the instrument of
Fear
his will.
denies faith.
I am ready to serve.
your command.
Again.
No servant
I
of the
await
Emperor
your
shall fall behind
instructions.
the helmet.
Building 721 initiated.
Faith
Epa.
is
Under
eternal.
fire.
Todo retado. Tengo que hacer algo.
I am the instrument of his will.
Orders received.
Command me.
We are united in his service. I serve mankind. Confirm.
I
Under
am
fire.
ready to
What's
serve.
your order?
Again.
Epa.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
I am the instrument of his will. Even in death I
Never
still serve.
vigilant.
Ay, quietos.
Faith is eternal.
Faith is our shield.
Command me. Even in death I still serve.
No battlefield awaits shall fall behind the helmet. The battlefield awaits. The battlefield awaits. The battlefield awaits.
Command me.
¿Están los soldados?
I am ready to serve.
Faith is our shield.
Again.
Under fire.
¿Murieron? Ah, no.
It is better to
ahí.
die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
What are your needs?
Faith is eternal. I am the
Under
instrument
fire.
of his will.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord.
Under fire.
Command me.
For the Emperor.
I am ready to serve. Again.
Direct us.
I am ready to serve. Again.
We stand ready. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
I am the instrument of his will.
Al pedo le manda ese ataque.
Here to serve. I shall
Ese
obey.
porillo te
Faith is eternal. It is better to die
We
for the
stand
Emperor
ready.
than live for yourself.
What's your order? Activating just one round restored.
Death I still
Today
serve.
the enemy shall know fear.
Take the battle to the
Even
end.
in death I still serve.
The Emperor protects. For terror,
Take the battle to the
I shall
end.
not fail.
Fear denies faith.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Faith is eternal.
We shall know no fear.
Activating just
Faith is eternal.
The Emperor has abandoned us!
Take the battle.
Even in death I still serve.
Están atacando.
The
boludo.
Emperor protects.
Y después.
We'll get through this, I know it. Let's show these filthy aliens what Imperial Guard are made of. At your command. Yes, sir. We'll get through this, I know it.
Atacando por
How can I
todos
serve?
lados.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Never vigilant.
At last, back to war.
Under fire.
Beware the alien.
Faith is eternal.
No tengo... ¿Cómo se llama? Retribution.
on, men! There's work to be done!
I await your
Voy a
instructions.
respirar mucho más tranquilo.
Building 721 initiated.
Realmente al pedo este boludo. Sí.
I await your instructions.
Déjalo ahí. Listo.
For the Emperor!
Reporting, sir.
Under fire!
Following orders.
No, espera. Déjala ahí, déjala ahí, déjala ahí.
We'll get through this, I know it.
Direct me to the apothecary here.
Atacando bien ahí.
Under fire!
At your command.
Under fire!
At your command.
Y ya tengo
Scouts charge. Scouts charge.
sí, algo por ahí, sin
Yes, my lord.
un portal o algo así por ahí.
On patrol. Getting into position. Getting into position. Getting into position. I sense danger. We will root it out. Getting into position.
¿Qué habrá?
On patrol.
Ah, mira vos.
Scouts charge. Yes, my lord. Scouts charge.
¡Epa!
Yes, my lord.
Mira vos.
We'll move ahead and mark any enemy
The fallen
positions.
shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Híjole, qué rápido me liquidaron, viejo.
What are your needs? I follow your commands.
Faith is
Qué
eternal.
rápido le liquidaron.
Even in
tropa.
death I still serve. To me, my brothers,
Ya no puedo pasar, está al otro lado.
Under fire!
take me into battle.
Under fire!
Yes,
Listo.
Lord.
Bueno, uno también.
Building 721 initiated. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
What are your needs? The battlefield awaits. Under fire!
Pasen, pasen, pasen.
The battlefield awaits. How can I serve? Shall be destroyed. What are your needs? How can I serve? How can I serve?
I am ready to serve again.
Por acá.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. For the glory of the Emperor.
Que yo estoy medio dormido. Sí. No estoy utilizando nada. Estoy sacando vehículos.
Under fire! What are your needs? No servant Emperor shall fall. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Under awaiting orders.
Here to
¿En
serve.
serio me está jodiendo?
I am ready to serve again. By his word, I will crush those
He who
who
stands
stand before me.
with me shall be my brother.
Command me. To me, my brothers.
Epa. Está por caer, está por caer.
I await your
I have
instructions.
¿Y de ir dónde?
I shall obey.
Ven acá. Y... Este...
Yes, Lord.
No.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Faith is our shield. Apothecary here. Under fire! What are your needs? No servant to the Emperor shall fall if I
Faith is eternal. I have the Emperor. Even in death I still serve. For the Emperor.
The enemy's Emperor shall be destroyed. Awaits. The battlefield awaits. The greatly injured.
On alert, brothers.
I am
The enemy must be nearby.
Command me.
Direct me to the injured.
At last, back to war. By his word.
Yes, Lord. As you wish.
Under fire.
I am ready to serve. Again.
My aim shall not
Awaiting
falter.
orders.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw
Se
breath,
quedan a
there
larga
can be
distancia
no
porque tienen un
peace.
lanzacohete.
I shall
I
not
am
fail.
ready to serve.
Awaiting orders.
Dale, dale, dale.
Apothecary here.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Take me into battle. Even in death I still serve. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. For the Emperor, even in death I still serve. I am ready to serve. Again.
We're here.
Bueno. Luego. No tengo todavía
Yes, Lord.
cantidad de recursos.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I am ready to serve. Command me. Even in death I still serve.
Moving out.
At last, back to war.
Faith is our shield. Moving out. Apothecary here. Under fire.
Command me. Faith is eternal.
Onward.
Die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
At last, back to war.
Agreed.
At your command.
At last, back to war.
Onward to glory. Awaiting orders.
Command me. It is better to die
Is
for
the
the
first
Emperor
step
than
on
live
the
for
road to
yourself.
disappointment. At your command.
Faith is eternal.
Onward to glory.
Command me. I am the instrument of his
Under
will.
fire.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Apothecary ready.
Actualizar.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721
Faith is
initiated.
eternal.
An open mind is like
Under
a fortress
fire.
with its gates unguarded.
Esto ya está
Yes,
curado,
most
ya está
beneficent
curado.
one.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I am ready to serve.
Beware.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Today the enemy shall not fear. The Emperor protects.
My knowledge is at your disposal. I serve. I shall never tire. At your command. Do I detect answer?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial.
Knowledge is power. I did well.
Maintain attack formation.
Even in death I still serve.
Epa, no va a ser mal.
Under fire.
I serve. At your command. Mind over matter.
Primero porque cuando se trae con una unidad
Like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
I am ready to serve.
Awaiting orders. Orders received, brother.
para se puede ir
Stay vigilant, brothers.
por acá.
Command me.
Take the battle. Take the battle to the enemy.
Orders received.
Even in death I still serve.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Ya estamos.
At last, back to war. I am ready to serve. again.
For the glory of the Emperor.
Command me. Even in death I still serve.
Today the enemy shall know fear. My aim shall not falter. My aim shall not falter.
I am ready to serve again.
Bueno, después ahí está. Ese no se actualizó todo todavía. Creo que sí. Tucario.
Yes, Lord?
Bueno. Entonces la unidad
Onward
acá.
to
Even in death I still serve.
Charge.
At last,
¿Tengo que entrar a la ciudad? Sí. ¿O no? Sí. Ah, el monte. Y claro, todo está en una montaña. La única forma de entrar es por este pasaje, por esta pendiente.
I am ready to serve again.
For the glory of the Emperor.
I am the instrument of his will.
For the glory
Faith is
of the
eternal.
Emperor.
How can I serve? Reporting, sir. Reporting, sir.
Esa música de repente.
under fire. Fear denies faith.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Running squad!
Solo
Never vigilant. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Hay dos depredadores. Dos Predator. Este ya tiene que estar.
Predator tank here.
Actualizar.
Moving out.
Vamos hasta allá. Sacar otro más. Sí, sacar otro más. Vamos. Actualizaciones.
Faith is eternal.
Heresy
It
grows
is better
behind
to
us.
die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
What's your order?
Command me. I am ready to serve again.
Awaiting orders.
I am the instrument of his will.
I shall not fail.
Under fire.
For terror.
In death I still serve. I shall
Tremendo.
For the honor of the
We are
chapter.
the Emperor's chosen.
serve. Even in death I still serve.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. My aim shall not falter.
At your command.
Death I still serve. At last, back to war.
How will I serve? The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Even in death I still serve.
Faith is our shield.
Praise the Emperor.
Direct us to the enemy. We stand ready.
Y ahora es por... ¿Por dónde?
Predator deployed.
Por acá.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Predator tank here. Approaching target.
How will I serve?
No.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be
On alert,
destroyed.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Undervision shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. I follow your commands.
Praise the Emperor.
I am the instrument of his will.
Rally squad! He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Predator tank here. The machine spirit is prepared. Predator at your command. His will be done.
We stand
On
ready.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Death I still serve.
Ese ya es el camino.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Today, the enemy shall know fear.
At your command. At your command.
For the Emperor, I am the instrument of his will. I will crush those who stand before me. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Predator tank here. The machine spirit is prepared at your command.
Primero. Epa, este no se actualizó de. Así vamos a sacar uno de estos, realmente.
Predator tank here. The machine spirit is prepared.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Follow my lead. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. We are united in his service. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
As you command.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. Faith and you.
Ya están todos los ¿cómo se llama? Los portales. La base. No entiendo todavía el tema de la base porque la base supongo que está por acá. Pero como llego hasta ahí se puede quedar la montaña. Solo simpático, ¿no lo crees?
We are united in his service.
Aquí no se puede.
For the glory of the Emperor and carry a big gun.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Estos pueden saltar de acá.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
Está viniendo este señor. ¿Estos tiran humo? No, ¿y quién me tira humo entonces? ¿cómo se llama?
Apothecary here.
Tenemos un apotecario y demasiado oro de unidades. Legalmente, ¿qué crees que te diga?
Fear not the Psyker. I can sense the enemy. They are close. I serve.
Apothecary ready.
Jole.
Marine squad deployed.
Praise the Emperor.
I stand ready.
What would you have me do?
Faith is our shield.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Whirlwind here. Approaching target. Approaching target.
Marine squad deployed.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. What would you have? Walk somewhere and carry a big gun. Praise the Emperor.
Awaiting orders. Marine squad deployed.
What is it you desire?
Bueno,
Command me.
Whirlwind here.
Marine squad
Death I
deployed.
still serve.
Predator tank here. His will be done. The machine spirit is prepared.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Apothecary here. No servant of the Emperor shall fall.
His will be done. Approaching target.
Awaiting orders. What are your needs? No servant of the Emperor shall fall.
Predator at your command.
híjole, ya no. Se murió lo ya.
Predator tank here.
We must hold back. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
An open mind is like a fortress with its
Walk
gates
softly.
unbarred and unguarded.
Orders received.
Híjole.
Weapons at ready.
Predators at your command. This is a ride. Predators
Under
at your
fire.
command. As you command. Predators at your command.
What are your needs?
Predator tank here.
Rose from time. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Ever vigilant. Activating jump.
Predators at your command.
The battlefield awaits.
Predators at your command.
What would you have? Direct us to the enemy. What are your needs? Charge! What are your needs? Stay vigilant, brothers. Cleanse, urge, kill.
Praise the Emperor. I shall not fail.
Predator tank here.
The battlefield awaits.
No. Sí. Acá
Moving out.
figura, si no me equivoco.
Moving out. Fear our wrath. Onward to glory. Orders received. Onward to glory.
¿Cuál es el chiste para ir hasta acá entonces? Bueno, ya alcancé el lugar de excavación.
We are still unearthing more Eldar explosives and demolition charges, but we dare not move them. We replace their triggering mechanisms, however. That is all I care to do with such xenotech.
Was this a trap?
No. By the placement of the charges, it is likely they plan to collapse this area, burying the marker and anyone near it.
They failed. Isidore, study the marker and see where it leads us next.
Captain, Inquisitor Toth has arrived.
Of course he has.
Yes, Captain, it is an impressive sight. But I never claimed Chaos had never set foot on this planet before. I said that if something were here, the impending warp storm would eliminate that threat. Best we not remain to share its fate.
And as I explained, Inquisitor, the Blood Ravens will remain until the last possible moment. Until that happens, in 2 or 3 days hence, I plan on pursuing this riddle.
Captain, I do not presume to question your decisions concerning the Blood Ravens. But when it comes to employing the Colonel's Imperial Guard in your quest...
My quest? Yet again you accuse me of pursuing my personal interests. It is my duty, and yours, to expunge any scent of heresy or chaos.
You overstep yourself.
As do you, Inquisitor. It is not the Colonel's Imperial Guard. Their lives belong to the Emperor. It is by his mandate and will that I use the Imperial Guard against the forces of disorder and elevate them in the glory of holy battle.
I see now that coming here was a mistake. If you are set on a path that will lead you to destruction, I can do nothing to stop you. But I won't allow you to drag us down with you. By inquisitorial edict, I am taking control of the planet Tartarus. All requests for planetary resources, including its military, will go through me, Captain. From this point on, you and your men are on your own.
Hasta ahí este capítulo. Esa fue la misión 6.